Hello, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Antonia. Today we are doing the mid-year book tag. I know I'm a little bit late because I know we're in July, but I wanted to do it anyway. I have got my iPad, which I've got the questions on here. We're going to go through all the books that I've gone through. I'm not the biggest book girly. I'm only coming into my book girl era, I'd say since January, but it was slow, progressive. Like, my goal was just to read one book a month. Like, I haven't been very harsh on myself, but bearing in mind, last year I only read 3 books. So for me, this has been a big progression. But I know other people have read like 137 and I'm like, okay, could never be me. Maybe one day, maybe one day. So the first question we've got is, how many books have I read in 2024? 24. Literally, I've read 24. I'm currently like halfway through my 25th. My goal for the year is 50. So I'm technically 2 books behind that right now. The last 2 days I've not gone into a bit of a slump, but I'm currently in a series called the Betrothed series. I think it's by Penelope Sky. Currently on the 4th book, but it's a dark romance book, but it's slightly draining. Like, I really enjoyed it, and I got through the 3rd book in a day, and I could get through this book in a day because the books aren't that long. Like, I think this is under 300 pages. I think it's like 280 something, but yeah, it's just a bit much at the minute, and it's a bit heavy, and there's not really happily ever after at the minute, which is stressing me out. So yeah, I'm only on 24. Actually, the next question is my most anticipated read that is coming out in 2024. I have 3 now. 2 of them are already out, but 1 of them isn't yet. Now, 2 of them are in a series, and I haven't read the first book yet, but I really want to read it. But my personal one that I'm really excited for that hasn't come out yet is Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. I finished Wild Love this month and loved it, and I'm so excited for the next one. I love Elsie Silver, and I think she's absolutely amazing. So anything that she does, I'm 100% behind. I haven't read her first series that she's done. Is it Off to the Races? I think that's the first book in the series. I have got that on my TBR, so hopefully I will be coming to that soon. But there's just a lot that's going on in the background at the minute of what I'm reading, so I'm not able to get to it yet, but I will eventually. I'm also excited about Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. I haven't read Love Redesigned yet, but her Dreamland Billionaire series I was a massive fan of. So I'm really excited to see what the next one is. That was my first ever books that I'd ever read of Lauren Asher. I know she does have all this, another series that I haven't picked up yet. So I've heard really good reviews on the Love Unwritten and Love Redesigned, so I'm hoping that I'm going to love that too. The other one, I haven't picked up Powerless, but Reckless has come out by Lauren Roberts, and I have heard that it's phenomenal. So it's only just come out the first week of July as far as I'm aware, and honestly, I know I need to go and pick up that first book because it just sounds amazing. I haven't heard one person say a bad thing about it, so I'm really excited to read that as well. But Wild Eyes, yeah, most definitely I'm excited for that one, and that comes out on September the 3rd as far as I know. Now, the next question is my fictional crush. If you watched my last video, which is so embarrassing, I was talking about Reckless but started talking about Hopeless, getting them mixed up. But Reckless Theo, he can have my babies any day of the week. That man is unbelievable. He is formidable, perfect in every sense of the word. So yeah, massive fan, massive fan of Theo. He is just amazing in every sense possible. He's a gentleman, he's charismatic, he's flirty, he's caring, he's loving, he's devoted, he's lovely. He's just lovely. So I would say Theo. I'm talking about like he's real. Theo would be my book boyfriend, but I wouldn't be able to take him away from winter, so I just have to enjoy him from the sides, just from a distance, because his relationship with the winter is just the best thing I've ever read. So if you want to see that book, it's in the Chestnut Spring series, so please go and read that because it's phenomenal, again by Elsie Silver, because it's so amazing. I did speak about it, as I said, in my June wrap up, which is my last video, so make sure you go and check that out if you want to see me have a breakdown about the fact that I talk about the wrong book under the wrong title. I have just spoke about the Betrothed series, but this is a book that made me cry. Now, I have only recently read this. 3rd book in that Betrothed series is called Lover. Heartbroken. Like the first few chapters, I was sobbing. Like, I'm not even joking, oh my god, stuttering so bad, but for like 2 chapters straight I think I was just crying, and I had to like have a breather because I was like, I need to stop crying. Like, I'm not even reading at the minute because I'm just crying, because everything new that I was reading I was crying about. So that was quite dark and heavy and deep. That was the one that made me cry, but actually made me cry. Like, it was sad. So yeah, I don't know, I cried a few books but normally it's happy tears. That was like the first one that I was like, wow, intense. Flip it on its head, a book that made me happy is The Final Offer in the Dreamland. It is Dreamland Billionaires, sorry, I don't know what I said before, but the one by Lauren Asher. It's the final book in that trilogy. Oh my god, wow. Cal, wow. I cried so much of that book, but it's so much happy tears. Like, it was absolutely amazing. I also cried Heartless by Elsie Silver. That also made me cry. Anything to do with kids that are involved makes me cry. Like, when a child falls in love with a person that isn't the parent but wants them to be the parent, like, nah, I'm dead. I can't cope. I actually can't cope. So that is just unbelievable. Both of them books were beautiful books, like, touched on like heavy topics, and especially the Final Offer book that had like quite a lot of, I'd say, like trigger warnings to do with like alcoholism and addiction, and oh wow, as like a drug addiction in there as well. I had a lot of addictions, and it was written beautifully. That book, because I weren't sold on that series, like I enjoyed the first and second book, like I give them 4 stars, and I'd stand by that. Cal, that book, honestly, I would say that is like easily a 6-star read. Like, I'd read that series again just so I can read the 3rd book, because the impact wouldn't have been the same. They're interconnected, so you don't have to read one as you go, but obviously like you're gonna get spoilers, and I feel like you don't get the character development as much because you obviously get Cal like throughout 1 and throughout 2, but obviously the 3rd one's all about him, and wow. I'm just going to jump straight to that question and I'll come back to the one before it, but the best book of 2024 for me personally would be The Final Offer. Personally, that's like going to be so far my 2024 book, because I finished it in February, I think, and nothing has like beat that for me. Is the cover, and that's my 5-star. I actually give it a review. The first 2 books of this series were good, but this final book has my heart and soul. I went through every emotion from this book, from laughing to crying. The characters are unbelievable and the romance is perfect. I couldn't recommend this book more. So that was my review on Goodreads. I have no idea when it come up, but that's my favourite book. Like, it's the only book I've left a review on Goodreads, even though I really enjoy other books, but sometimes you just don't touch me as much as that. But that really went into my soul, took it out and took it away. Like, insane. I've give, because it says how many 5-star reads have I give out. I've given out 14, so there's only 10 books that I haven't read that are on 5 stars this year, but genuinely I've loved them. As I said, like, I don't read a lot, so when I read a book I have to love it. Really, like, I don't, like, I've given a bad review out, which if you watch the last video you will have seen the review that I gave out for the book that I didn't enjoy. So I am completely honest and transparent if I'm not a fan of something, but the books I've read, I just feel like they're just amazing. But maybe I'd go back and retrospectively wouldn't have given them such a high one now I've read a little bit more, because I'm noticing I'm getting a little harsher the more that I read, because I'm seeing bits that I enjoy a little bit more. So I do think maybe some of the 5 stars I've given out I mightn't have given out at this point as I did then, but I stand by my decision and I weren't going to go through them and like change my review, because I loved them at that time, and all the books that I've read this year so far, majority of them have like a special place in my heart, and I just think they're so beautiful. Like, I can't get over it. Now, the biggest surprise, I have a good and a bad one, because I'll go for the bad, is Frenched by Melanie, is it Harbour? I think that's her name, but I just want to double check that I am. Harlow, sorry, it's Harlow, not Harbour, so I did say it wrong. Frenched by Melanie Harlow. Now, I give this book a 2.5. On Goodreads, it's got really good reviews on Goodreads. Average rating is 4.14. I don't think you can see that properly. It says 3. I have given it a 3. I've rounded it up because I was like, I don't know why, because to be honest, I feel like I should have rounded it down to a 2. But, Jesus Christ, on a motorbike, this book drove me insane. So I talk about it in like full detail with spoilers in the June wrap up, because I was like, I can't give you the full review without giving a spoiler of why I didn't enjoy it. But I just didn't find the romance believable. I found that it was like great spice to an extent. It was just constant spice. I felt like there was no, for me, development in the love. Like, I love, as you can tell by me loving Elsie Silver so much, I love a slow burn romance. I love the fact that they're basically in love before they have sex, like that. Oh my god, by that point I'm gasping, I'm gagging. I need them to be like progress this relationship. When it's like all sex, which is fine, but call it sex, like don't say it's love. Like, what the damn dickens am I reading? So yeah, for me, I was shocked because, as I said, it had a really good rating, and I like had it on my TBR for like a couple of months, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. It's on Kindle Unlimited. It is on Kindle Unlimited, so if you do want to give it a trial, maybe it was just me, maybe I'm being too harsh, maybe I just didn't connect with it, but it just went a bit of me. Physical books is my good version of one that shocked me. This, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Now, I did buy this a couple of months ago, and wow. I will link the video where you can see me read. Well, no, actually, you can't see me read it because I was rude and I didn't actually film myself reading this. But I do give like a little bit more detail, like how I felt about it. But this book is phenomenal. I gave this a 5-star read. It's my first YA I think I've read, apart from like Harry Potter. But in terms of like this year, it's like unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I have bought the second book on Kindle and I can't wait. I'm so excited to read. That's why I really want to get through the Betrothed series, so I can like finally read the second and hopefully the third of this series, because I've heard they're even better. Wow. It's like my first thriller that I've read, because I don't know whether this class is a thriller. I'm assuming it does. It doesn't like fully say, but I'm going with the fact it's a thriller. Wow, honestly unbelievable. And it's only £2.99 on Kindle at the minute. And if you buy it off Amazon at the minute, I think it's £5. So wow. I haven't mentioned it enough. It says favourite new author. For me personally, it's Elsie Silver. I only first read it, I think, in February this year. Did I start reading the Chestnut Springs series? Fell in love. Just fell in love. If you can't tell by the fact that I've mentioned it so many times. Because I kind of want to mention similar books, so that like I'm giving you recommendations, but I'm also not giving you like a massive list to go and buy all these books or read them. Majority of the books I read are on Kindle Unlimited, so just so that you know, the only one that I've mentioned that isn't is That Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and obviously the follow-ups from them. Honestly, Elsie's writing is just, I love it. I love the banter. The female characters are so like spicy and like sassy and just phenomenal. The men, like quite a lot of them are like a grumpy sunshine situation. Like I love it so much. Obviously my favourite one, with it being Reckless, is like the other way around. Like Winter's more of a grumpy and Theo's more of the sunshine. So it's like in reverse. It's just so good. Like she's just an amazing writer and phenomenal. I want to add a question in where, when I said about anticipated reads that are coming out in 2024, I have some anticipated reads that are on my TBR that are really like, I'm so excited to read. Like now, I'm going to show you them. So these 3 books are what I'm really excited to read. Now, I've heard mixed reviews on The Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, mainly because Iron Flame is meant to be shambles, so I mightn't bother with that one. But I'm really excited to read this. It is a fantasy book. I think it's got a bit of romance in there. I think it's like enemies to lovers. Yeah, friends, enemies, lovers. Everyone has an agenda. So I'm really excited. I think it's basically like Hunger Games and, is it like Divergent maybe? Like, I don't know if it's like them merged together. It's got dragons in it, for the love of God. Like, I'm so excited to read this. I am beyond excited to start this series. I've never read Akatar. I've never read a Sarah J Maas book before, and I'm so excited to get into this series. I've heard this one isn't the best, like the very first one, but the second one is meant to be like the best out of the series. So yeah, I've already bought, which I actually have no idea where I put them, by the way. I have bought the second and third because I was hoping to take this away with me and start it then. But that didn't happen because we had to spin the wheel, which if you haven't seen again, I will, here's like, go click the link in the video and go and watch it. I will put the link somewhere. But yeah, I did let like a wheel pick what I was going to read, and it didn't unfortunately pick this, but I'm so excited to read this. Final one is a romance. So Fangirl Down. Now, this is by Tessa Bailey. Oh, it's signed by the author as well. I picked this up in WH Smith the other day. There's Tessa's signature just so you can see it. I have never read a Tessa Bailey book. Now, I've again heard mixed reviews on this author. Like, some people love her, some people hate her, which again is fine. Everyone's subjective. We all like different things. As I said, like with the French book, loads of people on Goodreads seem to like it and I didn't. So again, we're all allowed our own opinion, which is absolutely fine. But I love the fact that like this is like a fangirl down type of situation. But yeah, I'm excited to see what it's like. I got it because I really, oh my god, it sounds so silly, but I'm a massive fan of a content creator and like I found them really attractive. So I thought it was like a bit of like a fangirl romance, and I was like, I could do with that manifestation. So I am really, I don't know whether it is anything to do with that because the bio doesn't seem that it has anything like this. But yeah, we will see how we get on. Yeah. Let's see what that one's like. Last question that I have for this one is my most beautiful book that I own. Now, I have to show this one. I wouldn't say it's a beautiful book. Well, I'm not like being rude to the cover or anything, but I flew, which again was another video, I flew all the way to Brussels just so I could get a signed copy of Anna Huang. So this is probably my most expensive book that I own because it cost me flying all the way to another country to go and get it. These are my most beautiful books in the entire world, especially the top 3, but the bottom one is also beautiful, and I have got the 4 in the like illustrated edition. These are all the ones that are like the Mina Lena exclusive ones. They seem to be bringing out like once a year. I haven't heard mention of the 4th one being done yet, and I don't know whether they're going to do the 4th one. Have I heard? I don't think I have because I've got the emails on and I don't get it. And if you pre-order it, you get them all signed on the inside, so they're absolutely beautiful. Me and my cousin went to a Jim K signing and he signed all of the illustrated editions. It's like a massive book, and I have got 1, 2, 3 and 4. I think there is a 5th one, but Jim K said he was stopping, like not doing it anymore, and I wasn't able to go and get that one obviously signed because he didn't come and do, well, if he did do a sign up for that one, I didn't get any notification for it. So I have only actually got 1 to 4. I don't think I've ever seen, like I know 5 exists, but I don't think I've ever seen it in a shop to buy it, and it also doesn't really fit on my shelf. So I've just stuck to the ones that I have got signed. They are all addressed to me, which is lovely. I am a massive Harry Potter geek girly, so having books like this is just like the best thing ever. That is it for the mid-year tag. Please let me know whether you're going to do it down below. Any of the questions, if you want to answer them, that would be amazing. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button because I'm loving doing the book sort of content on this channel. If that is a bit of you, then make sure, again, you stick around, become part of the fam. And yeah, hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are. And I hope to see you in the next video. But for now, bye bye bye.